If you have an anxious attachment style and you find yourself struggling to date other people after you break up, watch this video because there's a controversial yet proven strategies to help you feel better after a breakup. Is to date someone, is to rebond with someone. Let me explain.
igetmyexback.com. Everyone deserves a second chance.
Let's first discuss a little bit about the pain of the breakup. It is something extremely hard to handle, especially for an anxious person, but for anyone who has had a loving relationship with someone, with when you build a foundation, when you have a strong history with that person, it's very hard to let go of this relationship. But for anxious people, there is this idea of self-fulfilling prophecy. I'm not meant to be loved. I'm not good enough, and therefore a breakup is just a manifestation of those insecurities. Now it's getting real. And the problem with the breakup is that creates a sense of low self-esteem, especially for people who are anxious, who feel that their value has been lowered as they don't get the validation anymore from their partner. And so when you are in that state, when you ruminate, when you feel lonely, when you feel isolated, when you want to speak with your friends, they're kind of fed up listening to your story, for example, it's very hard to handle. And you can end up, and it happens sometimes, for months of rumination, of trying to get back with that person, trying to heal from the breakup, but struggling to really let go of this relationship. And this is why I think it's important for you to also understand why rebound could be an option for you. Because let's get back to your needs, to your aspirations, to what you expect from a relationship. Intimacy, connection, knowing that you can be loved, and the attention from your loved one. By the way, all of these things are healthy in a relationship if you have a balanced way of feeling, of building intimacy, of seeking connection. All of these are healthy, are natural, and you can expect from your partner, regardless of their attachment style, to get those things met. And the thing is, because of this breakup, you can't get those things. You can't get any intimacy. The connection, yes, you have friends, yes, you have people caring about you, but it's different. And this is why not starting dating someone? Because when you do, you'll find someone who's finally appreciate you, who will invest, seduce, who will make an effort. Right now, of course, you might be saying, like, no one will replace my ex. We have been together for 10 years, maybe you have kids together, you have a strong history, and that random person that you meet on a dating app will never, ever equate what you have. But that's not the point. The point right now is to find someone who wants you, to find someone who's interested in you, to find someone who will make an effort to seduce you, to make you feel loved. And this way, you will understand that yes, you can be loved, yes, you can attract people, yes, you can be attractive, you can be interesting. Because right now, after a breakup, sometimes people feel stuck in that narrative that they're not good enough. And one way to escape from this narrative is to use someone. And yes, you might object, that's a cheeky way to gain self-love. I do agree, it's a bit selfish, because as I said, you're using that person. But the thing is, at the end of the day, you need to do what's good for you. At the end of the day, you need to reframe that narrative that it's all about the other, it's all about giving love. What about getting that love? It's also a way for you to be in the here and now. Very often after a breakup, people are either stuck in the past, in the should have, could have mindset, or they project the future, they project the insecurities in the future. They think about what will happen in 6 months, when will we get back together. The idea of being in a relationship forces you to be in the here and now, and that will help you to reset that dynamic and get away from the pain, from the resentment of the breakup. And so, yes, mechanically and scientific studies have proven that rebound relationship will heal, will help you heal from the breakup. Now, don't assume that this relationship will solve all your problems. That rebound person will not help you face your insecurities, will probably not build the same intimacy that you had with your partner, but that will help you feel better about yourself, feel loved, and detach from the pain, detach from this relationship. What you are trying to get here is the infatuation stage, which is very much chemically driven oxytocin, dopamine, very high in dopamine and oxytocin at the beginning of the relationship, the passionate love basically. And so when this, after a few months of the relationship, this will fade away, of course you will experience some withdrawal symptoms of the previous relationship. And that's why dating someone will not solve your wounds and your insecurities, but that will temporarily help you feel better. And that's what I'm trying to convey. This is the idea that a rebound relationship will not be your future husband, your future wife, but that will be a transition. It could be something to help you get back on your feet and reflect with more sort of strength your past relationship. And so the way to use this person, use this rebound, is first of all to acknowledge that this is a rebound relationship and knowing its limitation, the fact that it's temporary, the fact that it will help you to take that distance and help you to bounce back, and that's it. Because this relationship will probably not work. Sometimes they work, but usually they don't work. And it doesn't matter because that's not the point of what we are trying to achieve here. The point is to, as I said, get you back on your feet. Also, a very important aspect, and actually before I move on to the next slide, let me know if you agree with this concept that rebound relationship can help you feel better. If you are finding yourself struggling to date, let me know in the comment section. I want people to start sort of a discussion around that. Maybe you'll share some of your stories on how you sort of dated someone for a couple of weeks and that helped you feel better about yourself. New relationship also is a lab to test your secure attachment style. So very often when I have clients, I have them to develop secure attachment style. We work together at developing a secure, what we call a secure internal working model. But then it's really theoric. The idea is how we can bring it to practice. And why don't you test those new tools with someone? Because if you test it with me, if you test it outside of the relationship, that's different, right? When you can test your secure attachment style with your colleagues, with your family, but it's even more efficient if you test it with a loving partner. And so by doing that, you're using this rebound not only to get back on your feet, but also to experience what would be a secure response, because your rebound might display the same avoidant trait of your partner, for example, and you can be able to test how you can respond with more detachment, because obviously you will be less in love with that person, and that will be easier for you to sort of navigate and stretch yourself and learn about having a secure attachment style. It's easier to change when you change your environment. It's easier, for example, to get into a new routine when you change your environment. And sometimes when you, for example, go on holidays, it's hard to keep on your, workout routine. The same way, dating that new person will change the environment and help you implement new things in your life. And it's a great way for you to bounce back, because remember, regardless whether you're going to get back with your ex or not, developing a secure attachment style is the number one factor of happiness in relationship, of relationship satisfaction. It's been dozens of studies about the subject, and that's why it's so important to know about attachment style, is that being securely attached is the number one predictor of relationship satisfaction. If you have any question on the subject, let me know in the comment section. If you want to start a debate, let me know in the comment section if you feel that it's okay to use someone as a rebound in order to heal and move on after a breakup. I will look forward to reading your comments. Take care, bye.
For a long time. Get up, nah, I ain't a quitter. Toss me the ball, I'm a really big hitter. Big picture, I'm a straight killer.